bored. I'm bored! Why can't y'all upload some good commentaries for me to watch more often? Hell, not even the OC reviewer community's produced anything of note lately. Come back, Miki! I promise not to make fun of your poorly constructed buttered ranting. Much. These guys are always rife with material. I really should have taken it upon myself to do commentaries on them when I had the chance. But I guess those comments I left did a pretty good job on their own. I kinda wish I had something to review though. Hello! For those of you who don't know, OC reviewers typically make rants or review videos where they talk about original or, most commonly, fan characters, oftentimes using the term OC in place of FC because it's not like people can grasp that if it's a character made to play into a pre-existing universe you're a fan of, it's probably a fan character. Now that's too hard to grasp. And with that in mind, surprise! Only those who actually give a damn about Harley Quinn are probably going to know why I'm using her, and I'll let the lot of you keep your little inside jokes. So in case the screen cap didn't clue you in, the video in question is a rant on a character named Ayome Higurashi, created by a DeviantArt user named Ayome Higurashi258. Yeah, can't imagine where I've seen that before. Oh, and disclaimer, I don't actually like Ayome Higurashi258's character or artwork. I'm actually very much turned away from it based on the fact that a lot of her Ayome artwork looks like it used bases, and in part because, and this is the important one, I'm actually super against fan characters and shipping them with canon characters. That said, let's begin.
Hey everyone, LadyAstrophelia here. Well, basically this channel is new and it's for the purpose of talking about OCs.
This character is one made for the Naruto storyverse. Told ya!
Today it's gonna be a rant, guys. Well, more or less. Anyway, I'm gonna be talking about Ayome-chan. Chan? Whatever.
God forbid you learn how to say it before making a video!
I just got back to the Naruto fandom, and I remember this Sue from, like, long ago.
Long ago, as in she's already been talked about ad nauseum by the OC reviewer community because y'all jump on an artist practically a day after they post something? Well, that certainly can't be the case, because if it were, then I'm sure YouTube will be full up on Ayome Higurashi rants that cover most, if not all, of the points in this video, making it ultimately superfluous. Oh my god!
So, we're gonna begin by reviewing, or rather, referring to the definition of a Mary Sue. It's a character that the author identifies with so strongly that the story is warped by it.
Shh! Don't use a definition! You won't be able to keep up using it!
So, let's look at Ayome. Now, I'm not trying to be mean, so I'm pretty sure she gets enough hate, so, I'm not going to be hating her. I just hate her character. I am so sorry, but her character is awful.
I don't hate you, I just hate this thing that you love and defend and devote so much of your time to. And, you know, there's the fact that you openly acknowledge that Ayome's a self-insert character, so hating the character is basically the same thing as hating the artist. Yeah, I can't imagine why she might take offense to that.
Here's why. First of all, Ayome is an Uchiha. I don't really see how that's very, realistic to the story, considering I think that Itachi got rid of them all, and, fans know why. Anyway, I don't know, I guess I can forgive that. I've seen so many little sisters and brothers, of Sasuke, so whatever.
This thing that I have every right to complain about being a core flaw with the character based not only on the continuity of the show in question, but also based on my definition of a Mary Sue? Yeah, I'm just gonna let it slide because I've seen a lot of people do it. You know, this is kind of funny considering you're talking about Ayome Higurashi, the main complaint against whom is usually that the character is blatantly unoriginal, and yet you're giving her a pass on something because she's blatantly fucking unoriginal.
Apparently her story is that she's his little sister? Okay, this is important later.
It's really not.
Alright, so, she is apparently in a team with Gaara and Deidara. This... I don't know. I think what gets me more is Tsunade is her teacher, and Sakura had to work, like, extremely hard just to be trained by Tsunade, and I honestly don't think Tsunade would take up the two. I feel like she would get annoyed. And then there's the whole matter of them being, different villages. Come on, Aome. You can come up with a better storyline for your character than that. I'm pretty sure you were a little bit more creative than that. I see a lot of your artwork, and while you are way too into this character, I feel like you can certainly put your mind to it.
Because artistic talent equates to storytelling talent, you guys.
Speaking of creativity, guys, she has openly admitted that her character is a combination of Sakura and Kagome, so, no, I can understand being inspired by your favorite characters, but do they have to have a mutated love child?
Yes, because I cannot think of a single instance where inspired characters did not prove themselves to be just as, if not more successful, than their inspiration with their execution. Look, flat out, unoriginal characters are not a real problem. They have been a staple in the comic book industry for years. The big snafu in this, however, is that people praise the rip-offs that do well to expand on the universe or story and explore new concepts with the characters, effectively characterizing them further and separating them either as narrative constructs or personalities in their own right, and then they berate those that fail in doing this. I'm not saying it's wrong to criticize unoriginal characters. I'm saying it's dumb to criticize a character for being unoriginal when, one, that's not even a necessary staple for good storytelling, and two, Ayome is a pretty obvious self-insert, and the art and concepts done regarding her are basically just the fantasies of the artist. There's not even a story here, it's just pictures upon pictures of her gushing over Gaara and Deidara and pretending they're all in some weird harem team together. Even Tsunade ties in as the fantasy big-breasted teacher. I don't know why she would have that. These are just fantasies put to paper, not legitimate story concepts. Now, if Ayome were in the process of writing a story that she intended to have tie into the direct continuity of the Naruto universe, then yeah, I could see that being something to look into. But considering you've not mentioned any such story, and I see no such story on her DA page, where's the issue here? It's like if I told everyone that the fantasies you wrote about in your diary involved robot monsters and self-insert Sailor Senshi, neither of which expanded on the obvious plot holes and having them make hanky-panky. I'm sorry, was that supposed to be a secret?
I don't like the characters to begin with, and fangirls, you can eat my soul if you want, but I just don't like the characters to begin with. And then they're combined into this one massive travesty known as Aome Higurashi. Anyway. Alright, so she's Sasuke's younger sister. Younger than Sasuke, guys, okay? Deidara left Iwakugure, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, and kind of just, chilled on his own, and he was recruited at 13 into the Akatsuki. So, Aome and Gaara are 12, are 12 in the story that I caught on. So he'd be 15 or 16? No. Aome, stop. So, and then there's the fact that Gaara on her team, and mind you, Gaara is already on a freaking team with his brother and sister. That would completely warp the plot. So let's refer back to the Mary Sue definition. It warps the freaking story.
Which you apparently didn't see as a huge issue so long as multiple people had done it in the past.
Now, I'm going to look at her outfit. I've come across so many versions of her outfit. The first one was the naughty Sakura outfit, whatever the heck that was. The pink thing with the hearts, I'm sure everybody knows it.
Which was from 2011. This is a review, right? As in you review the current state of a thing or character in an effort to make it better? What exactly is the point of bringing up older renditions of Ayome you didn't like if the artist has long since progressed past them? Oh wait, I'm sorry, there is no point? Well, thanks for bringing up irrelevant crap!
And the next was a closet outfit where the character was dressed as her owner, what her owner would pull out of the closet. you know? I mean, it's a little better than the first one, but it didn't work. And, okay, here's the new outfit. It's like blue and red, it's got a little chia thingy, and I'm going to put it up on the screen, whatever. It's a lot better. Okay, this is why I'm pretty sure she can come up with an original plot.
Because fashion design equates to storytelling, you guys.
Unless this character is just made for shipping fodder, which I'm pretty sure she is, considering she shipped with everybody and their mom.
You know? Then what the fuck is the point in complaining about her lack of story progression if you know that she's exclusively made for shipping? You're the kind of person who complains when the plot in a porn doesn't make sense.
So, I mean, I like the art. The new outfit is better. I think you need to change it just a little bit.
How? In what way? What exactly are the issues you have with the outfit, and why should the artist seek to address them? How could the artist go about addressing them? Gonna offer up anything even remotely helpful? You are bad at this!
I don't like that this character is such a blatant self-insert. I gotta be honest there. I'm not the biggest fan of self-inserts. And another thing that I have to mention, like, I love OCs, guys. I love OC and canon. I love canon and canon. I love OC and OC. You can ship with as many people as you would like.
Ship with as many people as you like and under whatever circumstances. But so help me if you make a self-insert with the express purpose of shipping, I will end you!
When I make a character, and I want to ship that character, normally, I'll have like a bunch of ships. But I'm not going to, like, make it, like, be like, oh, this is canon, this is a thing, No, not what she does. She just, it's crazy. And I found this picture of her yelling at Gara, and Gara's reading a freaking hentai book about her. Why does that exist? Guys, why does that exist? No! I'm gonna calm down, because these characters do physically make me sick. I'm sure that Aome is a very, very sweet person when you get to know her. I have seen her, like, call other people, like, jealous whores and stuff. No, honey, stop. Like, girl, you gotta get some help.
Okay, I'm confused. Typically nice people don't go around calling everyone who disagrees with them jealous whores. Is she a sweet person, or is she an accusatory bitch stick? You can't have it both ways.
No. No. I am just speechless with how awful this character is. And I'm not going to tell you, oh, this sucks, this character is a whore, and etc., and all that other stuff. No. I think you just don't know what to do with all your feels. I think you're like me, and you like to ship a lot, and I don't mind that. But one thing, Aome, and please, for the love of the pasta god, keep this in mind. Keep the characters you're shipping your thing with in character, okay? Gara is not this lovey-dovey little creature. Deidara loves his art. I mean, come on.
Wait, what the hell are you talking about? Was there some implication beforehand that Aome was negating the artistic side of Deidara or doing something else with Gara? I mean, yeah, we saw that funny image of him looking at porn. Where was everything else? You didn't even mention before now that she portrayed the two guys out of character. Show us what you mean, woman!
And no. Okay. What I think about this character, it's Mary Sue. It's the textbook definition of a Mary Sue.
Oh, but Mary Sues are common online, and lots of people do it, so it really shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, I bet you didn't expect that Uchiha thing to come back and bite your point so hard, did ya?
if I wouldn't say so myself, I would think that this character is a freaking joke. But it's not. And she seems to pour all her heart and soul into it. And Naomi, this is not me being mean. This is just me giving you some criticism.
Which she has proved time and again that she does not appreciate nor accept. Where did I get that from? Almost every single one of the other rants, good lord!
And every time I see you bashing other people for this kind of thing, and then you expect them to be nice to you when, they're giving you the criticism? No, sweetie, stop. So, with that, I'm gonna end this rant before I have a meltdown.
Yes, can you not tell from my tone of voice? Clearly I am slowly being consumed by anger at the very thought of this character. Beep boop.
And I'm gonna say, Aome-chan, just stop. Just, throw this character away. I'm sorry, just throw it away. Make a new one. I know you could do a lot better than this. So, it's LadyAstrophelia, signing out.
LadyAstrophelia, I gotta thank you for giving me something to look into. I was honestly getting bored just sitting here and not having an OC reviewer to disagree with and have them call me a white knight. You've inspired me to finally make note of my issues with the OC reviewer videos. Jeez Louise, I'm so wrapped up in this mood. Next thing you know, I'll be doing a multiple commentary covering a whole bunch of reviewers at once. Actually...
Well, there's a devil